Three, two, one. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Just Learn Crypto Show. Today we're sitting here with Colin Pape, who is the founder of Presearch.org. Presearch is a search engine that you can use to actually earn crypto while you search, and it allows you to search through Google, DuckDuckGo, all the typical search engines you'd be using, but you get paid in crypto for it. So Colin, thanks for coming on the show, man. I've been using Presearch for a couple of years, and I literally recommend it to everyone. I mean, if you're going to search, you might as well get paid for it. So thanks for coming on, man. If you don't mind, can you introduce yourself and maybe tell us a little bit of how you got into crypto? What was your starting point for crypto?
Awesome. Thanks, Sean. Appreciate it, man. Good to be here. So I kind of came at crypto from more of like a local angle and really kind of local currencies.
Okay.
Got another project, shopcity.com.
Oh, cool.
And, it's kind of like local marketplaces for small businesses. And I just kind of see that that's one way to potentially disrupt the Federal Reserve and central banking is if we could get a critical mass of local businesses online into a platform and then give them a local currency that you could use as like a loyalty kind of platform. And so started really exploring things that way, enabled our merchants to accept Bitcoin back in around 2013. And then 2017 founded Presearch and created the pre-token.
That's awesome, man. So 2017 was definitely a crazy year for the crypto community space.
Yeah.
And I mean, a lot of projects came out in 2017, and I had my eyes on quite a few of them, and not many of them have stood the test of time and are still around today, and active and actually providing a service and have a working product. And you guys have pretty much had a working product right out of the gate. So kudos to you, my friend, because you're in a small group of companies that have actually made it through the shit, right? So
Thanks, bro.
So I mean, obviously, not everyone just decides, hey, I'm going to make my own search engine platform. Like, what was your aha moment? When were you like, you know what? Like, why aren't I getting paid to search? Tell me about that.
Yeah, so I mean, kind of the genesis for it was actually an incident where we had this Google penalty that got applied to a whole bunch of our sites through shopcity.com. Just kind of woke up one day in 2011 and all of a sudden all of our Google traffic is gone, and we're like, what's happening? Trying to figure that out. Couldn't get in touch with anybody at the company. It was just this, kind of black box and firewall around the organization.
Mm-hmm.
And just kind of really opened up my eyes to the market power that Google had and the way that they really control the internet. They're kind of this gatekeeper, and yet they're really not beholden to anybody. There's really no governance. There's no input. They basically have like internal company policies that everything is all about scalability, and scalability requires basically not dealing with human beings. So we have this one entity that is kind of in control of the internet. They've got the #1 video site with YouTube, #1 email platform with Gmail, Maps, Android, the list goes on. They are the most dominant company on the face of the planet, and super centralized. And yet none of us really knows how they rank things. They're in this position of massive influence, and we're all just kind of pawns within Google's world. And so that was really kind of the genesis. And then in around 2013, 2014, I came up with the concept for Presearch and thought of it really as like the Switzerland of search, basically, and thought it would be a really great thing for the world to have this kind of level playing field. There's so many different search engines and search resources out there, and yet they're all kind of just subsumed within Google's vanilla search results.
Yeah, man. So who does Google answer to? Like, is there a regulatory board that handles the protection of people's data and their browsing history? Like, is there anyone that says, hey, Google, you can't sell all this information out or share this information out?
Not really. I mean, Europe has created the GDPR legislation, which is, kind of doing something like that, but
Yeah,
not really on a global basis, and it's kind of really limited even in its scope. And personally, I mean, I would prefer more of a free market solution, which is really why
absolutely.
we thought, hey, let's solve the problem. A lot of people want to switch off of Google, but they kind of need to go back to Google from time to
Well,
time.
people, I
So
mean,
this
it's the
is an
same
easy
thing.
way.
It's the same thing with Apple products. I mean, people
Yeah,
are so stuck in the Apple system. It's like,
yeah,
all their, they've got Apple computer, Apple phone, Apple tablet, Apple watch. And it's like for them to switch out one of those products to Android, it's like they're losing the connectivity of having and the convenience of being on that platform. And,
yeah,
same thing with Google, right? We've got our Gmail account, everything, all of our accounts are linked through Gmail. And it's like,
yeah,
you get a new phone or a new computer, yeah, it makes it super easy and convenient, but
yeah,
you're giving up so much of your privacy uh and your personal data for that convenience, right? And I don't think a lot of people
yeah,
realize it's not that people that value privacy have something to hide. It's that it's privacy. We're allowed to value it. We're allowed to
yeah,
have a certain level of privacy in our lives, and I don't think a lot of people get that yet. And I feel like it's one of those things that people are going to have a really bad experience in order to realize the true value of privacy.
totally.
And unfortunately, that's how it goes in this world. Is people gotta skin their knees to learn lessons sometimes. So
Yeah,
um,
in the hard way.
yeah, exactly, man. So let's stick to three. What are three problems that Presearch solves right now?
Yeah, so I mean, the whole platform is really about user choice. So it's giving people just a way to easily direct their queries into the engine of their choice, and it might not be a general search engine. For me, I'm doing wallet lookups on Etherscan, or I'm doing domain name searches, or I'm doing an internal search within our company CRM. And rather than bookmark all these different services and wait for them to load, then find the search field, then type it in, I've just kind of got this federated search field through Presearch, and I can direct my query wherever I want it to go. People are being monetized massively through Google and Facebook and these different platforms, and they are not seeing really any return on their data. And so, we're kind of flipping that script, and we're enabling people to be compensated basically for their attention by sponsors. There will be lots of opportunities in the future for people to selectively choose to share their data
Yep.
and be compensated for it. And then, yeah, it does, to some degree, come back to privacy. And so, we respect people's privacy, and we're trying to educate them on why it matters and what resources are out there. And that doesn't just include ours. DuckDuckGo is a great resource,
Love it.
StartPage,
Yeah.
lots of other privacy focused engines, Quant as well. And they
Hmm.
all deserve really a fair shot. So,
Absolutely, man. I just heard about Quant about a week ago. Actually, I've got their tab open actually right beside Presearch here. I was
nice.
I was doing a little bit of research into that one. So
Cool.
yeah, man. So right now, so in the most simple way to explain it, Presearch is, and correct me if I'm wrong in saying this, but Presearch is basically a layer on that you would use on top of existing search engines. So you can filter and refine and choose which search engines you want to get your results from. And can you search on more than one? Can you select to get results from Google, DuckDuckGo, Bing, and Etherscan all at once, or do you have to do it one by one?
So right now it is one by one, but
Okay.
that is something that we're going to enable in the future. We've had enough requests for that functionality, and we think we've got a fairly elegant way to handle it now. But yeah, basically it's a faster, easier way to search specifically for web workers, people that are online, 8+ hours a day. They've
Yeah.
got a routine. They've got different resources they might need to access. It's a way to streamline their workflow, and then,
Yeah.
yeah, get paid in the process. So
Yeah. Well, that's what I love about it. I've been using it religiously for close to, well, pretty much since 2017, man. When it came
yep,
out and I heard about it, I was in a group of, my circle of friends, and had heard about it early on, and I was probably, one of the first few thousand people using it.
Yep.
And I love, it's just so cool. Every time you hit search, you see that little coin pop up, and
Yeah.
like, you're earning a little bit of something, right? So,
Yeah.
now, right now you've got, you can search on Google, Amazon, Facebook, DuckDuckGo, Twitter. And do you guys have plans on being your own proprietary search engine?
Yeah, so kind of the ultimate vision for the project is to actually build a community-run, open source, decentralized search engine. So
Okay.
something that enables people to kind of look under the hood so enabling people to actually participate in the aggregation and the curation of information, enabling them to participate, within the development process. And so we kind of have this model that we're ultimately trying to get to, where people are running nodes essentially as part of their web browser, so that as you are surfing the web, you're also crawling the web. And then we
Okay.
can compensate people for being essentially decentralized crawlers. And then they could submit that information into another layer of nodes that runs on more excess data center capacity, more like an industrial strength type node,
Yep.
that would also be compensated in free tokens. And that would really do the indexing, and then give the community the tools to do the upvoting and the downvoting. We're looking at various staking models as well, that people could use to vet content, and essentially have just a more transparent system that isn't susceptible to being gamed and spammed, that is in control of the community. And so the first thing that we really need to do to get to that point is to actually get people using something, caring about something, creating value for a token that can be kind of that currency within the ecosystem. And so that's kind of where we've started focusing. We're more than 1.2 million registered users already,
Wow, man.
which is pretty awesome. Hundreds of thousands of searches every day, and again, just kind of making it easy for people to use alternative search engines, and then if they need to go back to Google when it warrants. So
Yeah, exactly. I think it's just
that's,
about having the option, right? I mean, you can
yeah,
still use Google, log into Google, have Google as your login information for all the other apps you use, whatever,
sure,
but I mean, people need to stop giving away their data for free. I mean, like, it's
yeah,
just ridiculous that people don't see the value in what they're giving away. I mean, it still creeps me out every time I talk about something, and 10 minutes later I scroll through an ad of it online, and
weird, eh?
it's like these, oh man, it creeps the hell out of me. And people think, like,
Yeah,
oh man, it's a coincidence. It's like, no, it's not a coincidence. Talk about dog food for 20 minutes and
yeah,
scroll through Facebook tomorrow, and I'll bet you $1 million you're going to see an ad for dog food, or
yeah.
something related to dogs. You know what I mean?
It's all coming out now, man. I mean, they've got people listening through Amazon Alexa and Google Home and all these different voice activated assistants,
Yep.
and they didn't tell anybody that actually that information, those recordings, will be sent to data centers where humans will be listening to them, and it's done to train the algorithm.
Yeah.
Uh, but
Until they get a point where their AI algorithm is literally just
yeah,
automatically picking up keywords and
exactly.
sending stuff to you. Yeah, man.
Well,
People
they're
like
always
to,
listening, right?
absolutely.
And they don't tell us unless they get caught, and so it's just it's kind of a matter of time. And I don't know. I mean, it's creepy, but
It's creepy, but the thing is like
yeah,
the convenience that it adds to people's lives overtakes
yeah, they don't care.
their anger for it, right? And I mean, like, we know Google's listening to us, we know Facebook is selling our data, we know all these things, and yet what the hell is being done about it? Who's fighting against it, right? People like you who
Yep.
and a lot of people in the crypto community that are
Yes.
focused on privacy-based protocols, privacy-based tokens, currencies. And
Yep.
I think it's one of the coolest things that crypto's done is just make people think more critically about money, about governments, about
Yep.
data, and about their own personal information, right? And yeah,
That's
I think it's
awesome.
super cool, man. So let's get away from Presearch for a few minutes. I want to dive into Colin Pape's brain. What's one project outside of the top 10 right now on CoinMarketCap? What's one project that you've been looking at, you think is really cool, and why do you think it's cool?
Honestly, man, I mean, there are so many. Holochain is really interesting. Kind of the agent centric approach
Yep.
to information. Dash is amazing. I mean, it's probably one of the best all around cryptocurrencies. I think there's a lot of potential with that.
Yep.
And looking at BitShares a lot lately.
I've heard it. I haven't done any research into it. So what are they exactly? Do you have an elevator pitch for them?
It's basically a blockchain that's really just built more for business and
Okay.
financial transactions, but it's got a whole bunch of different modules that enable you to just do a bunch of different business processes out of the box. It's kind of the predecessor to Steam and EOS. So it's a similar delegated proof of stake protocol. It's one of the original, altcoins, or one of the earlier altcoins. It's an interesting group of developers. They're super freedom oriented. I met a guy at Acapulco, Thomas Friedman, and he kind of opened my eyes to it. He's one of the guys that is running a node, and we started looking at it and think it could be something that we may migrate to or incorporate at some point. And there's just some really interesting stuff being built on top of it. There's a guy in Acapulco, Ken Code, and he's running a project called PalmPay, PalmPay.io.
Okay.
And kind of like a point of sale system for local businesses and invoicing and all that kind of stuff, but built on top of BitShares. They've just got a really neat kind of model, like how they handle exchanges.
Are they based off? Are they proof of stake, proof of work?
It's delegated proof of stake.
Okay.
So it's super fast, very cheap. They've got just an interesting billing model. Okay. Kind of the things that they charge for it. It feels more like a little bit more tangible. They charge like a certain amount of money to register, like a 3-letter ticker symbol versus a 4-letter. They've kind of got like a decentralized exchange protocol that's built into the actual platform. There's just all these different functions that are just ready to roll out of the box, and just enable a lot of different business concepts to be brought to light fairly quickly and cost effectively. So
cool,
seems
man.
pretty interesting.
That's interesting. I mean, my dog seems super excited about it.
I know.
She's jumping for joy.
Yeah, obviously super pumped.
Yeah, I renamed my dog. Her name's Marley, but I've actually been calling her Martoshi Dogamoto.
That's awesome.
So let's get back to Presearch, man. I mean, what is the purpose of the Presearch token? How can people, I mean, aside from liquidating it or trading it, or hodling it, what is the main utility of the Presearch token?
Yeah, so the pre-token is really kind of the conduit for value transfer throughout the ecosystem. So we use it to reward people to actually switch to Presearch and use it, but it's also the currency that is utilized for the advertising platform. We've got a new version that's coming out shortly, but you can buy text ads, display ads, that enable you to target by country, language, and keyword, and it's all denominated in pre. So that's kind of the core value driver, but you can also use it. We've got, and I'm shocked that I haven't really seen it out there, but we've got a shopping cart where you can buy right now just Presearch merchandise. But if you go to presearch.club,
What?
You can go on, yeah.
Why am I
And
not
what's
swagged out in Presearch gear right
go check it out, man. And like
Hold
I'm
on.
shocked that there aren't
We're
more
doing this.
Ethereum.
We're going right now.
Yeah,
This is
presearch.club.
so I should presearch.club.
You should presearch. Yes.
So
And okay, here before you do that,
yeah.
okay. Right below the search field, so click on that little gear icon. Yeah, hit that guy and then click providers, top left.
Yep.
Okay, and then search in that search field there. That yep, type Presearch.
Presearch.
Okay, now click that guy.
Presearch engine.
Okay, and then drag it from the right over to the far left, and then it will be your default search engine.
Wait, this one.
Yeah, magnifying glass one. Yeah.
Okay.
And now that's it. So now go back to just the homepage. Just click on the logo.
I love how it's just simple and easy your website is.
Yeah.
It's just so easy. Like, it's just, especially for me, I do a lot of like one-on-one onboarding just new people into the cryptocurrency space. And, you know, one of the big things I'm a firm believer in is find ways to earn crypto. I mean, you know, that's why I'm such a big fan of proof of work as well, is it's like, convert your energy into value. You know, find different ways. Don't rely on the market to make money in crypto.
That's right.
There's so many cool. You can search through Presearch and earn pre. You can download Sweatcoin on your phone and get paid for every step that you take. You can, you know, there's just really so many cool. Yeah, exactly, man.
Yeah.
Tons of cool ways, man. Okay, so what am I searching up here?
So search for just presearch.club. It should come up. So if you use our actual engine, it doesn't have that interstitial ad.
I know. I was so disappointed I didn't see that little coin pop up like I usually do.
We're doing some testing right now, but yeah, so hit that bad boy. So this is our actual engine. And so like I'm shocked. There's all these, you know, Ethereum based projects, tokens, and this is the only one that I've seen. It's a shopping cart, but it's actually denominated in pre. A lot of them, you know, will use like coin payments or something, and it will enable you to pay. But ours is fully denominated. So this is a pre ecosystem. You could, you know, add any of those things to your card. It'll even calculate your shipping and everything in pre. Wow. And yeah, it's like a full ERC20 shopping cart system. One of our community members actually developed it. But yeah, so anyways, there's going to be more stuff in there that you'll be able to buy. Right now, it's just kind of general merchandise.
So what is hodltour.com?
So that, well, if you go to it, that was really, we did an RV tour kind of across the US, had an awesome, Shannon.
Did it break down like last week or something somewhere? You guys got stuck somewhere?
No, it hasn't been on the road since March. It's in San Antonio, actually, in storage right now.
Oh, okay. There must have been another one then. I saw a post on Facebook last week that was like, this town doesn't want us to leave, and they had like a flat tire on their RV.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
Sweet, man. So people can now. Is there a limit to is there a limit? Let me just stop screen share here. Is there a limit to how much Presearch people can earn in a day?
Yeah, so it's 8 tokens per day. You get a quarter token per search, so 32 searches a day are compensated. Yeah.
Sweet, man. So, and then do you guys have any sort of like what if people want to earn more than 8 a day? Do you guys have like a referral, any sort of referral affiliate program?
Definitely. Yep. So once you create an account, in the top right corner of the screen, there's a drop down menu, and in there you can go to refer friends, and you can earn 25 pre tokens for every friend that you refer that signs up and starts using Presearch. Well, we've got some YouTubers that have literally pulled in hundreds of thousands of pre. We've got a guy that has referred 50,000 people into Presearch.
Holy awesome. Cow. Paint me green and call me a pickle. I'm going to start sending that link out, people.
There you go.
I've just shows my lack of due diligence. I've probably turned 50 to 100 people onto Presearch and never even knew there was a referral link.
I'll have to hook you up, man.
Stupid Sean. Cool, man. Well, listen, honestly, man, this has been a great conversation. You've got a really good talent for explaining the value of this, the importance of it in a simple way. I'm not a technical guy, and I mean, I feel my knowledge of Presearch is 10 times more than it was when we started this video. So I really
Cool.
appreciate you taking the time, being patient with my thick head, and teaching me a little bit more about this stuff.
My pleasure.
If people want to get more information, get involved, what's the best place for them to go get information? It would be on Telegram?
Yeah, Telegram's great. If you just go to presearch.io, it's got links to all of our different Telegram channels, social channels. We've got links to presearch.org. You can sign up and create an account.
And if anyone wants to sign up, they can go to presearch.org/signup, $RID = 493234. Because now I know I have a referral link. So you suckers better use it.
You should throw it on justlearncrypto.com.
I will, actually. I'm gonna be throwing a bunch.
Just tell them.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, we color match too, man. Your blue is really close to my blue. We look great together, man. What can I say?
That's true. We do.
So yeah, Telegram, best place to go to get information.
Yep.
Other than that, man, you want to say hi to anyone? Any shout outs?
Yeah, I want to say hi to all the awesome community members. I want to do a special shout out to Kate. Kate introduced us to probably you and thousands of other people. Kate Colgan, Kate TV, she's been amazing, and just so many amazing supporters and awesome people in this space. I just feel so fortunate to have met all the people we have over the past couple of years, and to be able to participate and just have people's support is pretty phenomenal. So thanks, and you too, man. You seriously have been a huge advocate, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
Anytime, man. Well, listen, I hope I can get you back on the show another time. We'll keep updating our community. I'm going to keep bringing people on to Presearch, and, thank you for all your support and all your help as well, man. I hope you have a great night, and we'll catch up soon, man. Hey guys, thanks for tuning into another episode of the Just Learn Crypto Show. As always, this is not financial advice. Don't listen to me. Don't do it. I don't know what I'm talking about, guys. This is just for the basics. Help me understand your project, not financial advice. Check out the YouTube channel, guys. You can check out Just Learn Crypto anywhere: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We're also on Uptrend with 2 N's. Uptrend. They're a new social media platform. And I'd just like to give a quick shout out to my sponsors, Epic Cash, and also to Uptrend. So guys, thanks for tuning in. Colin, thanks for coming on the show, guys, and I hope everyone has a great night.
Thanks, Sean. See y'all.